Hi, guys. So, today we're going to talk about a case that is 20 years old. In February of 2003, there was a little 4-year-old girl by the name of Sophia Juarez, and she was at home with her family when one of the family members, who was a male, and I have seen it both as an uncle and as a grandfather, but I have mostly seen it as a grandfather, and really it's kind of irrelevant anyways because that person has been 100% cleared, but it kind of is how she left the home. Okay, so a family member had decided he was going to go to the store, and little Sophia asked her mom for $1 so she could go to the store also. The problem is the male family member had already left, and mom just gave her the dollar and was like, okay, go. And that family member never knew that Sophia was following him. So it's very relevant in that part of the story, but it's irrelevant whether it was uncle or grandfather, I guess, because the person is innocent. And I get that because you can almost picture it in your head, right? She's like, "Oh, can I have $1?" And you can see the mom like handing it to her like, "Go, go, 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 go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go catch up." Never thinking in a million years that this would be the last time that she would see her daughter. Well, there was a witness, and a witness saw the little girl going down the street. It was 8:30 at night, and she saw a boy somewhere between the ages of 11 and 14 years old approach Sophia and take her to a van that was described as either gray or a light blue and a late 70s to early 80s model. So the police never came forward and talked about the fact that they had this witness for years. And when I say years, I mean like a decade. And although that seems odd, I guess it was the only information that they had. So they were really trying to keep it, close to the vest. But as far as anybody else knew, there was never any witnesses, but there was. And this witness was deemed credible. So this boy who guided her off to this waiting van was said to be laughing and that Sophia was crying. And the witness sadly didn't think too much of it until she later saw pictures of Sophia when they were made public as a missing child. And I'm sure this person is just so distraught that they didn't think more into it. But, 4-year-olds cry all the time about everything. So I guess this person just assumed that it was, a family member or something saying, come on, it's time to go. We got to go home, like whatever. And that the 4-year-old just didn't want to go because we would like to think that we're very proactive in looking out for oddities with children. But at the same time, if you reported every time you saw a 4-year-old crying in the company of an older child or an adult, we'd have to report every single child we ever come into contact with. So it's very, very sad that the witness at the time just didn't think too much of it because that was the exact moment that little Sophia was taken. And whoever was in that van, no doubt an adult, was using this other child to lure her away. Now, was it coincidence? I mean, this adult was just driving around with this wingman, this child, in the hopes of finding a child at 8:30 at night. Do they know Sophia? Is it somebody connected to the family? Nobody knows. And in all the years since, no body's been found, no other leads, nothing ever came of the witness statement. They never found the van. They never found out who the boy was. They did eventually bring that part of the story public and ask for that boy, who would now be a man, to, please come forward. Like, you were a child. You won't even be in trouble. Like, we just need to know, who was in that van, who sent you to get Sophia. But they've never got any information. Now, fast forward 18 years, and a video on Tick Tock emerges from Mexico. And it is a woman who is saying that she doesn't know when her birthday is. She was kidnapped as a child. And I'll drop pictures at the end of the video. Striking resemblance to what you would imagine Sophia could possibly look like as an adult, and the age fit. The woman claimed to be about 22 years old, although she claimed she didn't know how old she was and she didn't know when her birthday was. Now, what's really odd about this situation is even the police believed that there was a striking resemblance. Her story fit and her physical features fit. So they reached out to find this girl, and they did find the girl that actually took the TikTok video. And she said that the girl was now in rehab and that they wanted privacy, that she had a lot of issues, that she was not kidnapped, she just had a lot of issues, and that they were, wanting to work it out as a family, and they wanted privacy. And the police were kind of in a conundrum because they really want to talk to this girl. They want to do a DNA test on this girl. At the same time, she's committed no crime, and they can't force themselves, into the situation if she doesn't cooperate. But there's something a little shady about that, because I feel like if I were the family, even if I knew she hadn't been kidnapped, if she was just like either mentally ill or she was on drugs or, whatever, but, I knew that this case was out there and that all it would take was a simple DNA test, I would do it. I would do it for the peace of mind for the family of that missing little girl, because the story went viral. I mean, your family member, whether or not they were kidnapped, or, or whether or not they're lying or confused or whatever, they made this video saying that they were kidnapped, saying that they were waiting for someone to come and get them, blah, 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 all of this stuff. Why wouldn't you cooperate? Why wouldn't you say to her, the family member, like, look, you're the one that put this out there. Like, now you have to rectify it. You have to take this DNA test. Come on, let's cooperate. Because it's not even like just the girl was saying, no, I won't do it. They haven't even got the girl yet. They just said she was in rehab. They never led the police to the girl. The police have only talked to the family, or the alleged family. They say that they're family. And they're just like, oh no, like we want our privacy. We don't want any publicity. So that's really strange. That, I don't know. So it makes you wonder if it really could be her. I saw the pictures and she definitely looks like what this little girl could possibly look like as an adult. But other than that really weird TikTok video, there's been no other leads in the case. Little Sophia, left her home with her dollar to, go after a family member, probably go buy a piece of candy, and was lured away. And we know she was lured away. At least the police believe that this witness is credible, and that she was lured away by a young boy who then took her to a waiting van, and she has never been seen again. And this happened in Washington State. So if she ended up in Mexico and is now making TikTok videos about it, I don't know. Or if that is completely false and she has just never been seen again and no trace of her, that's really sad. It's really sad for the family to never find out what happened to her. But that's the case of Sophia Juarez. So hopefully you will let me know what you think about the pictures of this adult woman who claims that she was kidnapped and could possibly be her. Let me know what you think. I think it's possible, especially with her alleged family being so weird about it. So, okay, that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.